So hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome back once again to another class of PIB 247. In today's class, we'll be talking about the PIB news from 21st, sorry for that, 21st and 22nd of January 2024. But before we begin, you have to give me the thumbs up if you can see me properly and can hear me properly. Jaldi se batao, very good evening, and I hope there are no voice issue today, because that voice issue that was coming in the yesterday's class, that has been resolved now. I hope the voice is clear. Please give me thumbs up if you can see me properly. All right. Okay, so as discussed yesterday, today I will be taking the class because Anuj sir is not available today. So he will be taking the RBI 247 tomorrow. All right. So it's just an interchange. बाकी जो शेड्यूल है क्लासेस का वो वही रहने वाला है. मंडे, वेंसडे एंड फ्राइडे PIB at 5 p.m. and Tuesday, Thursday RBI 247 at 5 p.m. Right. And today's session, guys, is very, very important. The session will be short, right? But it will be a बड़ा धमाका, right? ये छोटा पैकेट बड़ा धमाका होने वाला है आज की क्लास, because we are going to do तीन न्यूज आज हम करेंगे, and there are chances, not chances I would say, कि ये क्वेश्चंस लीक हो गए हैं ऑलरेडी. या तो एक क्वेश्चन या दो क्वेश्चन या तीनों क्वेश्चन आपके एग्जाम में फंसने चाहिए, right? From these news. Alright, let's talk about the question number first, which is about a new scheme which has been announced by the government of India. Pradhan Mantri Suryodaya Yojana. Now you must be wondering that it is not a new scheme, it is already under implementation. But right now, as per the news, as per the PIB, they are saying that they have announced it. So Prime Minister Modi recently announced the launch of Pradhan Mantri Suryodaya Yojana with the target to install rooftop solar power systems at the roofs of how many households across the country. You need to fill this gap. All right. So that's, I know most of you know the answer to this question. See, let me tell you one thing first. Before this, we had a program, rooftop solar program, under which the government had the target to install 40,000 gigawatt of rooftop solar power plants. But the targets of that scheme were not achieved. So now there is an effort to achieve those targets through Pradhan Mantri Suryodaya Yojana. All right. I hope the idea is clear. The idea of the government is this only. The objective of this scheme obviously is to provide electricity, right? And the electricity will be provided to the low and middle income individuals, right? How this electricity will be provided? Through solar rooftop installations, along with offering additional income, right? It will also create an additional income opportunity for surplus electricity generation. For example, if I am the beneficiary of this particular scheme and if I have generated the surplus amount of electricity, then the government will buy that surplus amount of electricity and it will definitely be an income source for me. All right. The target is to install rooftop solar on 1 crore roofs, or you can say 10 million roofs. It will help to reduce the electricity bill of the poor, and obviously it will help in generating the income, right? Voice issues, bhai, aaj nahi hai voice issues, Pranab. I believe there are no voice issues today. Now, as I already told you that there was a rooftop solar program which was launched in 2014 with an aim to achieve a cumulative installed capacity of 40,000 megawatts or 40 gigawatts. I believe I told you guys 40,000 gigawatts, but it was 40,000 megawatts and 40 gigawatts by 2022. However, the targets were not achieved. And as a result, the government had extended the target for this scheme to 2026. And now, through Pradhan Mantri Suryodaya Yojana, there is an effort to achieve all those targets. All right, I hope it is clear. Now, there are not much details that have been provided. So once the details are provided, I will be discussing. The right answer is, as most of you already answered, is option A. 10 million is the right answer. Question number 2 पे आते हैं इसी बात पे. Let's talk about the question number 2. Which of the following statements are incorrect about recently approved? Very important, very important news, very important news. ठीक है? Which of the following statements are incorrect about recently approved new solar power scheme for particularly vulnerable tribal groups, habitations or villages under Pradhan Mantri Janman scheme, that is Janjati Adivasi Nyay Abhiyan? Some people are saying voice issues. Guys, there are no voice issues at all. I have checked it. There might be problem from your end. Please check your device. Please check your device. So this is a new scheme. This is a new scheme under PM Janman, or you can say it is a sub scheme under PM Janman, right? PM Janman has been launched recently in the year 2023 for the overall welfare of the PVTGs. And for those who don't know, PVTGs stand for particularly vulnerable tribal groups. You must have heard about the tribal groups in the country. So PVTGs originated in the year 1973 when Dhebbar Commission identified a certain less developed tribal groups, and Dhebbar Commission called that group as the primitive tribal group, right? Primitive tribal group. Okay. In 2006, Government of India changed the nomenclature to particularly vulnerable tribal groups. So basically, in short, these are those tribal groups which are least developed among all the tribal groups across the country, right? There are currently 75 listed PVTGs in the country, and out of all of them, highest number of PVTGs are in Odisha. Okay? Now let's talk about new solar power scheme for PVTGs. So it has been announced under PM Janman. Let's talk about this scheme directly. Objective obviously to provide electricity. Right, the objective is to provide electricity. So to cover the electrification of 1 lakh unelectrified households in PVTG's areas identified by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, headed by Arjun Munda. The coverage for this sub scheme will be provided in the 18 states and UTs which have the PVTG's households. It will be completed in 3 years, starting from this financial year to financial year 2025-26, and the total outlay for this scheme is 515 crores. 515 crores, right? And from where this money will come? पैसा कहां से आएगा भाई? पैसा जो आएगा वो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के डेवलपमेंट एक्शन प्लान से आएगा. That is the plan for scheduled tribes. All right. And this 515 crores are bifurcated in 3 years. In this year, 20 crores will be provided. Next financial year, 255 crores, and in the financial year 26, 240 crores will be provided, and it adds up to 515 crores. Okay? Now there are two sub schemes, not sub schemes, two components of this particular scheme. One is electrification of 1 lakh PVTG households. Okay? That is the major objective. Electrification of 1 lakh PVTG households through off-grid solar power. Now, what is the meaning of off-grid solar power, by the way? So, off-grid solar power basically are the independent solar systems which are not connected to any large or any bigger grid, right? So, electrification of 1 lakh PVTG households through off-grid solar power, and it will comprise solar home lighting system and solar mini grids. Solar home lighting system होगा, एक छोटा सा home lighting system होगा that will be powered by the solar energy, and there will be a solar mini grid. ठीक है? The financial outlay for this component will be 500 crores, and it is a 100% central sector scheme, and rupees 50,000 per household will be provided. 500 crores, 1 lakh household, 50,000 into 1 lakh, it's 500 crores. ठीक है? The second component is solarization of multi-purpose centers in PVTG areas, right? The multi-purpose centers in PVTG areas will be solarized, and it will be achieved by installation of off-grid solar power pack with battery backup. Okay? Again, solar power pack will be installed to electrify the multi-purpose centers in the PVTG areas. The outlay for this component is 15 crores, and again it is 100% central sector. ठीक है जी, I hope it is clear. So let's identify the incorrect statements now. It aims to electrify 2 lakh unelectrified households? No, it's 1 lakh. It will be implemented for a period of 5 years, not 5 years, but 3 years with an outlay of 515 crores. It has two components: electrification of PVTG households through off-grid solar power and solarization of multipurpose centers. This is absolutely correct. Solarization of multipurpose centers in PVTG areas component has financial outlay of 500 crore. ये भी ठीक है. And rupees 1 lakh per PVTG household will be provided under the electrification. No, it's 50,000. So incorrect निकालना है हमें. Incorrect निकालना है. नहीं, ये भी गलत है. इसका 500 करोड़ नहीं है, इसका 15 करोड़ है. ठीक है, तो 1, 2, 4 and 5 are incorrect. Option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer, guys, to this question. I hope it is clear. Now let's talk about the question number 3. अच्छा, यहाँ पे रिस्पेक्टिव इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एजेंसी है जो कि रिस्पेक्टिव डिस्कॉम्स होंगे एंड मॉनिटरिंग विल बी डन बाय मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ट्राइबल अफेयर्स बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द पीवीटीजीज. ठीक है, आई होप इट इज क्लियर. Now, multidimensional poverty, some people were saying that why haven't I covered the multidimensional poverty index which was released last week? No, my dear friends, multidimensional poverty index was released few months back and I have covered it in very much detail in the course on the YouTube as well. This time it was a discussion paper of Niti Aayog regarding multidimensional poverty index was launched. ठीक है, the data were same. That's why I haven't covered it. I do not believe in repetition of the things unless required. ठीक है जी, यहाँ पे requirement नहीं थी, but today I am doing it because most of the people were asking for it. So I decided कि चलो कर लेते हैं एक बार और revision हो जाएगी. So it was the Niti Aayog discussion paper on multidimensional poverty in India and it said that during this period 2013-14 to 22-23 24.82 crore people in India have escaped the multidimensional poverty. Now, what does it mean by multidimensional poverty? क्या होता है ये? See, एक तो गरीबी होती है कि पैसा नहीं है और एक गरीबी होती है कि पैसा तो नहीं है, साथ में बेसिक फैसिलिटीज भी नहीं है. What are the basic facilities then? Sanitation, proper nutrition, proper health facilities, proper education facilities. So gone are the days when we talk only about money, only about the per capita income, right? We are now talking about the multidimensional poverty, which means according to this multidimensional poverty index, a person who is not having the basic facilities is also a poor. And basic facility comprises electricity, housing, medical facilities, education facilities. All right. I hope the meaning of multidimensional poverty is clear. So, कुछ डेटा पे बात करते हैं. So, this index, multidimensional poverty index, is developed by Niti Aayog with the help of UNDP and Oxford Policy and Human Development Initiative. And UNDP and Oxford Initiative, they together launched global multidimensional poverty index. ठीक है, I hope you know about this. There are 12 indicators in Niti Aayog's multidimensional poverty index, MPI, which are nutrition, child and adolescent mortality, maternal health, years of schooling, school attendance, cooking fuel, sanitation, drinking water, electricity, housing, assets, and bank accounts. Now, this star means, what does the star mean? The star means that maternal health and bank accounts are not the indicators in the global MPI. In the global MPI, there are 10 indicators, except there are 10 indicators. However, in Niti Aayog's MPI, there are 12. Two additional indicators in Niti Aayog's MPI are maternal health and bank accounts. All right. And the methodology that is used is Alkire-Foster methodology. Now, you don't have to ask me that what is this Alkire-Foster methodology. रट्टा मार लो, यहां मैं आपसे बोलूंगा, रट्टा मार लो इसको. ठीक है, we need not go into the details of this methodology. Now, this report says, the discussion paper or this index says that the poverty headcount ratio, which means the percentage of multidimensionally poor, has declined from 29.17% in 2013-14 to 11.28% in the previous financial year, that is 22-23, and which is a reduction of 17.89 percentage points. Okay? It also says that the pace of declining poverty in India has also increased from the period of 2015 to 16 to 2019-21. It was 10.66% annual rate of decline. However, in the previous period of 2005-6 to 15-16, the annual rate of reduction in poverty was just 7.69%. So it has almost, one third या one third के आसपास का increase हुआ है. ठीक है जी. Now, largest decline was registered in the state of Uttar Pradesh. 5.94 crore people escaped out of the multidimensional poverty, followed by Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. And this has happened because obviously Uttar Pradesh has the highest population in the country. I'm not saying that the Uttar Pradesh government is not doing anything, but this fact is not only because is one of the factor is also the population of UP. Indicator wise performance की बात करें, so the highest deprivation level was seen in cooking fuel, that is 43.90%, and housing, that is 41.37%, and the lowest deprivation levels was seen in child and adolescent mortality, that is 2.06, electricity 3.27, and bank accounts 3.69%. All right, I hope it is clear. And significance तो हमें पता है that we all know that sustainable development goal 1.2 says that we have to reduce the multidimensional poverty by at least half by the year 2030. It must be 2030. No, it is 2030, but we will be doing it by the year 2023, and in fact we have done it. ठीक है, हमने आधा कर दिया है multidimensional poverty को. All right, I hope guys it is clear. So let's come back to the question. We need to identify the incorrect statement. So I hope you guys have realized till now that how much important these news are. Poverty headcount ratio has declined from this to this. Yes, ये तो. Pace of decline in poverty headcount ratio using exponential method was much faster between this period compared to this period. ये भी ठीक है. Largest decline in poverty was seen in Bihar. No, it was seen in Uttar Pradesh. So what is the right answer then? Option C is the right answer, guys, to this question. Okay? I hope all the three news are clear. Please give me a thumbs up if yes. Now let's talk about the questions in short. But before that, if you want to have the PDF of this class, you can join the Telegram channel. Some people were asking about the PDF. There is a link of a Telegram channel in the description of this video. Please go and join the channel and have the PDF. Question number 4. The average daily availability of power in rural areas has gone up from 12.5 hours in 2015-16 to about 21 hours now. Very important question. And in urban areas from around 20 to 21 hours to 23.8 hours. Energy shortage has come down from 4.5% in 2014 to less than 1%. Right? Very, very important question. Very, very. The right answer is option B. Option B is the right answer, guys, to this question. I hope it is clear. Government of India has set ambitious goals of installing 500 gigawatt non-fossil electricity capacity by 2030. As on December 31st, 2023, the installed capacity from the non-fossil fuel source was 87.5 gigawatt. Okay, this accounted for a significant 44% of total installed generation capacity. ठीक है जी, समझ में आया या नहीं आया भाई? कोई थम्स अप वगैरह कुछ दे दिया करो ऐसे. प्लीज डोंट वॉच माय फेस. ऑप्शन ई इज द राइट आंसर. With which bank has Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited recently signed an MOU for co-lending in renewable energy projects? What is the meaning of co-lending? When two or more companies or banks or financial institutions come together to lend for a particular sector, that is known as co-lending. Here now IREDA and Indian Overseas Bank will together lend for the renewable energy projects. That is the meaning of co-lending. The right answer therefore is option B, Indian Overseas Bank. Question number 7. Which Central Armed Police Force became the first to establish cyber security operation centers at its headquarters? Very, very important question. The right answer is Assam Rifles. The right answer is Assam Rifles. And Assam Rifles guards the Indo-Myanmar border. Do you remember this? Assam Rifle guards the Indo-Myanmar border. Border Security Force guard the border of India with Pakistan and Bangladesh. Pakistan and Bangladesh's border is guarded by BSF, Sashastra Seema Bal. Sashastra Seema Bal, what does it do? It guards our border with Nepal and Bhutan. Nepal and Bhutan. And what about the China border? Who guards it? Indo-Tibetan Border Police. Okay, I hope it is clear. Option E is the right answer. With which organization has the Union Cabinet recently approved an MOU to strengthen cooperation in semiconductor for the advancement of industries and digital technologies? Which organization is this? Can you answer this? It's European Union. Option B is the right answer. Question number 9. The Union Cabinet has recently approved an MOU between India and which country on cooperation in the field of sharing successful digital solutions implemented at population scale for digital transformation? We have, our Union Cabinet has approved this MOU with Kenya. Option E, Kenya is the right answer. What is the capital of Kenya? Nairobi. What is the capital of Chile? Santiago. What is the capital of Thailand? Bangkok. What is the capital of Vietnam? Hanoi. What is the capital of South Africa? There are 3: Cape Town, Pretoria, and Bloemfontein. Right? Bloemfontein. Okay. Why there are 3 capitals of South Africa? Again, legislative, executive, and judicial capital. Option E is the right answer. And the last question for today: with which countries has Union Cabinet recently approved signing of MOUs in the field of cooperation in the field of medical products regulation? The countries are Ecuador and Dominican Republic, and therefore the right answer is option E. ठीक है, चलो फिर आज के लिए इतना ही, फिर मिलेंगे अगली क्लास में. एंड यस, आई एम हियर ऑन ट्यूसडे बिकॉज मैंने बताया था, आई गेस समवन वाज आस्किंग इट. Anuj was not available today, so I took the class, and tomorrow he will be taking the RBI 247 class. However, the schedule remains the same: Monday, Wednesday, Friday PIB 247 at 5 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday RBI 247 at 5 p.m. only on AnujJindal.in. बता दिया अमन सिंह मैंने. Now if you have any doubts you can ask, otherwise give me a thumbs up at least if everything is clear. No, not at all, Isha. No newspapers are required right as of now. If you are following RBI 247, PIB 247 and Spotlight, that's it. PDF अपलोड हो जाती है मिस्टर प्रणव. कभी कभार होता है, ऑब्वियसली हमसे भी गलती हो जाती है. रिवीजन सेशन नीलेश आई विल बी कंडक्टिंग once the notification is out, I believe, और उसके पहले I will try to do it. चलो जी, आई थिंक देयर आर नो डाउट्स. चलो फिर मिलेंगे अगली क्लास में. टिल देन कीप स्टडिंग एंड कीप स्टडिंग हार्ड. आई होप यू गाइस हैव एंजॉयड द क्लास. वैसे तो मैं बोलता नहीं, बट ठीक है, आज बोलते. हिट दैट लाइक बटन एंड डू सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल. गुड बाय, टेक केयर एंड गॉड ब्लेस.